Now, I wonder if you've ever had one of those moments where you're just stood looking in the mirror. You're not particularly feeling anything. It's almost like you're looking through yourself. Like there's some part of you that's suddenly missing, gone quiet. And that feeling can be even worse in intimate moments. Those moments of passion when you should be just letting yourself go. You can feel your body's reaction. You can feel it going through the motions of doing everything, ticking the boxes, but you don't feel something inside. Something is missing. Now that missing feeling comes from a disconnect with your feminine energy. And today we are going to discuss why that happens. And more importantly, we're going to start looking at how you can reconnect with it. I'm Damien, and welcome to Tantric Flame. You know, many women will go through a period of disconnect from their femininity at some point in time in their lives. It's perfectly natural. Life gets in the way. Work gets in the way. Responsibility gets in the way. There are 1,001 reasons why this disconnect happens. And you can come at it from so many different angles. You really can. But one thing about it is, it doesn't matter which is the cause, what is the reason. Not one of them says there's something broken. There's not one of them that says there's something broken in your system. Your system's still working fine. There's just a disconnect. Let me tell you about Chrissy. You know, I worked with Chrissy for a couple of years, and she used to say she certainly didn't feel disconnected when she was a teenager. She loved being a young female teenager. She really did. And she got quickly married into her 20s. The kids followed. The kids were very quick to follow that. And as she put it, after her second child, she never got to feel again that she wasn't the responsible one. There was no point in time where she could feel, you know what, I can put all this down. Someone else will deal with it. It was always her that had to deal with it. And she carried that into the bedroom. She had to be the responsible one. She had to be thinking. Now, you might think of it as overthinking in the bedroom, but it goes a stage further. This is about responsibility, and it's not just between the sheets. It's just not about I'm the one responsible for pleasuring. This is having that thought in the back of your head that there's something to do. There's a job to do, a task to do. You can't quite let that go. You have to be the grown-up. You have to be thinking about the shopping list, about getting the kids to school, about who does the laundry. All this is on your mind, and you're trying to switch off. And it's true that, for women like Chrissy, who have learned to carry all this responsibility, and it doesn't just happen overnight. This builds up over years. Over years, it wears people down. And you carry it into the bedroom. And it's easy to say, well, the transformation in the bedroom's easy, just create more pleasure. It's not. It's not. The transformation in the bedroom starts with leaving the responsibility at the bedroom door. From being able to release responsibility so you can enjoy the moment, so you can sink into it. So just for a moment, you can know that the world's not going to collapse because you put your responsibility down. So before we share an experiential moment, before we do a practice session, I would just like to mention Flickr. You've probably heard of Flickr already. Ultimately, all the work we do here on the podcast is about one way or another, reconnecting with your sensuality, about developing that relationship with your sensuality, of clearing the static out the way so you can enjoy pleasure. But because of the rules of YouTube, we are limited how far we can go. As you probably know, that there are some serious limitations, and I have fallen foul of these in the past. But Flickr and the courses are designed to be a standalone experience, away from the limitations of YouTube. It doesn't take you all the way. Flickr doesn't. There are others that do. But it's the next step to really growing your sensuality, to really reconnecting with that feminine side of you and enjoying your passion again. Now, Flickr is free. Just follow the link. Give it a go. Your body will thank you. Right, so just for a moment, I'd like you to take a nice deep breath, letting it go slowly, relaxing. Now, just notice, wherever you're sitting or laying down, that something is holding you up. The chair, the bed, the floor. It's taking your whole weight. It has been the whole time you've been listening. Now, here's the thing. Feel whether you're actually letting it. Because a lot of us, especially if we're the one who holds all the responsibility, who keeps everything together, we don't fully sit down. Even when we are sat down, there's a tension, a bracing, a waiting to stand up again, holding a little part of our own weight. See if you can feel that now. That faint holding. And now, just for a moment, and you can pick it up back up any time you want, just let it go. Just let the chair, the bed, the floor take all of you. Hand it your actual weight. The bit you've been secretly carrying yourself. You don't need to help it, it can take it. And notice it held. You let go and nothing fell in. You didn't have to keep it up. It was always going to hold you. You were just helping it out of habit. Because you're the one who always helps. You're the one who keeps everything together. You're the one that supports. That letting the floor take your weight. That's the whole thing. It's a recognition of what your body has forgotten how to do. Not in a big way. Just being held, supported, and not in charge of being held, not be the one responsible for it. Now that was one small thing, and on your own, with your weight. Doing it when it counts, letting go with somebody or in those moments of solo pleasure, letting go into absolute pleasure and sensuality. That's the same move, but it's a little harder. And that's what we'll come back to in the next episode when we do the full somatic session. So, as I say, in the next session, we will go through the full somatic workout for this. We will do a full somatic session on reconnecting with your femininity and releasing that responsibility. So until then, look after yourselves. I look forward to joining you then.